The Battle of the Catalonian Plains, fought in 451 AD, stands as one of the most significant and symbolically charged military confrontations of late antiquity, marking a dramatic attempt by the Western Roman Empire to resist collapse in the face of external pressure. The conflict arose when Attila the Hun, at the height of his power and feared across Europe as the Scourge of God, launched a vast invasion of Gaul, exploiting the political fragmentation and military weakness of the Roman West. Attila's campaign was motivated by a combination of strategic ambition, the desire for plunder, and complex diplomatic tensions, including disputes with the Roman court and appeals for intervention from various barbarian groups. As the Hunnic army advanced, devastating cities and countryside alike, panic spread throughout Gaul, forcing the Roman general Flavius Aetius, one of the last capable military leaders of the Western Empire, to act decisively. Aetius understood that Rome alone could not stop Attila, so he constructed an extraordinary coalition of former enemies and uneasy allies, bringing together Roman troops with Visigoths under King Theodoric I, Alans led by King Sangiban, Franks, Burgundians, and other Germanic peoples, united less by loyalty to Rome than by fear of Hunnic domination. The opposing forces met on the Catalonian Plains, a broad and open landscape whose exact location remains debated by historians, but is traditionally placed near modern Châlons-en-Champagne, and the terrain itself played a crucial role, especially a central ridge that both sides sought to control. The battle began with fierce competition for this high ground, as dominance of the ridge offered tactical superiority, and once combat was fully joined, it devolved into a savage and confused struggle, characterized by close-quarters fighting, limited coordination, and extraordinary violence. Ancient sources describe the battlefield as soaked in blood, emphasizing the scale of slaughter and the intensity of the clash, which reflected not only military necessity but also the existential stakes for both sides. During the fighting, King Theodoric I of the Visigoths was killed, possibly thrown from his horse and trampled or struck down by an enemy warrior, an event that could have shattered the coalition, yet instead galvanized the Visigoths, whose Prince Thorismund continued the assault with renewed ferocity. Attila himself narrowly escaped death and was eventually forced to withdraw to his fortified camp of wagons, a defensive formation typical of steppe warfare, where he prepared for a last stand, even ordering a funeral pyre to be built in case of defeat, according to later accounts. Although the battle ended without a clear tactical victor and both sides suffered enormous losses, its strategic outcome favored Aetius and his allies, as Attila abandoned his invasion of Gaul and retreated eastward, thus preserving the region from immediate Hunnic conquest. The aftermath of the battle revealed the fragile nature of Roman success, since Aetius deliberately allowed Attila to escape, likely to maintain a balance of power and prevent the Visigoths from becoming too dominant, a decision that highlights the complex and precarious politics of the late empire. In the broader historical perspective, the Battle of the Catalonian Plains demonstrated that the Huns, long perceived as unstoppable, could be checked by coordinated resistance, and it underscored the transformation of the Roman military system, now heavily dependent on barbarian allies rather than Roman legions alone. At the same time, the battle symbolized the twilight of Roman authority in the West, as this momentary victory did not halt the empire's long-term decline, with Attila invading Italy the following year and the Western Roman Empire collapsing definitively in 476 AD. For these reasons, the Battle of the Catalonian Plains is remembered not merely as a military engagement, but as a dramatic crossroads in European history, where Roman tradition, barbarian power, and the forces shaping medieval Europe collided in one of the last great battles of the ancient world.